fans nationwide, you have entered the Sports Opinion Log, and before I get this video started, let us take a moment to wish a happy birthday to truly one of the legends of the sport, truly one of the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali. And how fitting that yesterday, Saturday, January 16th, 2021, UFC on ABC. Remember how it was boxing that once dominated Channel 7, ABC, but now we have UFC and the strides that Dana White has truly taken to make UFC mainstream. And we had a great fight as Max Blessed Holloway dominated Calvin Kattar, and of course, one of my favorite UFC fighters who I had the pleasure of meeting, thanks to my sister Ali P. Carlos Natural Born Killer Condit, got the victory, unanimous decision, of course, over Matt the Immortal Brown. Quick picture of me actually facing off against the Natural Born Killer. Take a look. So back to Max Holloway, who dominated Qatar for the unanimous decision victory, 50-43, 50-43, and 50-42 in what was truly one of the most lopsided main events in UFC history. But however, being a sports historian, let's note the work that Max Holloway put in dominating Calvin Kattar, a UFC record 445 significant strikes, shattering the previous mark of 290 that he had set against Ortega at UFC 231. Kattar had a career best 133 significant strikes. However, there was also a UFC record for combined significant strikes, 578, and significant strike differential, 131. And Max Holloway's 141 significant strikes that he landed in the fourth round were the most in a single round in UFC history. I mean, like Holloway was just doing the damn thing. It was combination city, and Kattar took all of them. And with that victory, Blessed Holloway from Hawaii has the most wins, 17, the most KO TKO wins, 8, and the most stoppage victories, 10, in UFC featherweight history. But however, all eyes were on the boss man, Daddy Dana White, who is announcing that his talks with Khabib are going great. And of course, the loudmouth, the maniac, Conor McGregor, spewing his vile, poisonous bullshit talk, talking about how Khabib is retiring because he doesn't want to face him, even though maniac Conor McGregor has a fight against Dustin Poirier, part 2, once again, overlooking, disrespecting his opponents, looking for someone who isn't looking for him. In regards to Khabib, at the end of the day, we know what it is, sports fans nationwide. Money talks, bullshit walks. But on to the other games that we had yesterday, being James Harden in his debut with the Brooklyn Nets, once again teaming up with Kevin Durant. Let it be noted by the sports historian that last night, January 16th, 2021, James Harden made history, becoming the first and only NBA player to have 30-plus points and a triple-double in his debut with a new team. Incredible stat line posted by the Beard. 32 points, 14 assists, and 12 rebounds. Also setting a record for assists in his debut with a new team, the 14 assists. And Kevin Durant dropped 42 points. They combined for 72 points, the most they've ever scored together since their OKC days, including playoffs. And the Brooklyn Nets steamrolled the Orlando Magic, final score 122-115. And you know, sports fans, it's not a matter about Harden's skill level. It's not about his talent. We know that he's an elite scorer. But is he an elite player in the playoffs, in the postseason? That is truly the big question. And of course, that's why I chose for this video to rock the Mitchell & Ness sports fashion icon Julius Erving Sixers jersey because there was a report last night that the Sixers believed that they were going to land James Harden. Brooklyn, stand up. Now all we have to do is wait for the hopeful eventual return of the oddball from Duke, Kyrie Irving, so we can truly see how lethal this Brooklyn Nets team can be. The talk, Brooklyn Nets, Lakers, NBA Finals. Like the prophet will already decree right here, right now, Lakers in 6. And of course, in NFL action last night, we had the divisional series. Aaron Rodgers, discount double check, throws for 2 touchdowns, runs for another. Green Bay Packers dropped 4 touchdowns total in their 32-18 victory over the LA Rams in a game in which Jalen Ramsey, of course, as usual, went MIA, and Aaron Donald, who for some reason people thought that he could play through torn rib cartilage. Nah, sports fans nationwide, he's not superhuman. As big, as strong, as agile and athletic as he is still only human. And it showed by the tears that he shed last night as the LA Rams were once again eliminated in the playoffs. Again, Aaron Donald, unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game. And unfortunately, in his case, they came at truly the worst time. And for the first time ever in his career, Aaron Rodgers will be hosting the NFC Championship game in Lambeau Field. The last time it happened in 2007, he was a backup. Brett Favre was the starter. It was his last game as a Packer, and the Giants and Eli Manning went into below 20-degree weather to upset the Packers to eventually go on and win the Super Bowl. Back then, that was 23-20 final score back in 2007. The second game, which wasn't that exciting, the Buffalo Bills beat down the Ravens like the prophet had decreed they would. Final score 17-3. As the notable highlight reel would be Tamor Johnson with the 101-yard interception pick six of Lamar Jackson, who had been 49-0 in the red zone and had never thrown a pick six until, of course, that very moment, which happened in the playoffs when once again the bright lights were activated and the national stage was set. And what will you be remembered for, Lamar Jackson? You will be remembered for hitting your head on the turf at the end of the third quarter, being taken to the back, concussion, and it was game over for him and the Ravens, unfortunately. Also note the history made by Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, who has surpassed Andre Reed with 9 games with 100-plus receiving yards in a single season in Bills history, including the playoffs. And again, Andre Reed, one of the greatest wide receivers in the game, and this was a record that had stood since 1989. Bills Mafia is happy. That's great. Get ready to go. We have 2 games, one of them going on right now. Chiefs at Browns. Of course, we know that the Chiefs are going to take this one. Buccaneers against the Saints, in which will be a close game. Third time matching up Brady and Breeze. As much as I don't like them, the prophet's going to have to go with Tampa Bay Brady. Tom Terrific to get the victory over the Saints. Thank you very much, sports fans, for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon so you get the notification for the next upcoming future video. Until next time, sports fans nationwide, Lex Anderson signing out.